In the heart of uncertainty, a powerful truth emerges from the pages of Psalm 37. Picture this, a world filled with chaos where doubt creeps in and the weight of worry feels heavy on our shoulders. How do we find peace amidst the storms of life? What if the answers lie in unwavering trust and steadfast faith? As the words of this ancient scripture echo through time, they invite the weary and the weary-hearted to discover something profound. Imagine feeling the warmth of assurance wrapping around you as you realize that the righteous will not be forsaken. Can you envision a path illuminated by hope guiding you through even the darkest valleys? Let's take a moment to pause and reflect. What burdens are you carrying today? What dreams feel out of reach? The wisdom of Psalm 37 offers a reset for our minds and hearts, reminding us that there's strength in surrender and power in patience. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this transformative message. The journey of faith is just beginning, and the insights awaiting could change everything. Are you ready to explore the depths of divine promise? Let's embark on this journey together. In times of trouble and injustice, trusting in God becomes crucial. Many people face challenges that seem overwhelming, whether it's a personal crisis, financial struggles, or even the pain of seeing injustice around them. In these moments, it's easy to feel lost or abandoned. However, faith in God serves as a guiding light. Believing that God has a plan for each person can provide comfort and strength. It reminds us that even when things seem bleak, there is a higher purpose at work. Trusting in God doesn't mean ignoring the difficulties we face. Instead, it encourages us to acknowledge our struggles while also placing our hope in something greater. It's like standing firm in a storm, knowing that the winds may howl but the foundation beneath us is solid. This trust can transform our perspective on our problems, allowing us to see them as temporary challenges rather than insurmountable obstacles. Moreover, having faith in God helps us develop resilience. When we believe that God is with us, we are more likely to persevere through tough times. This faith acts as a shield against despair and discouragement. It can motivate us to keep moving forward even when the path is unclear. The knowledge that we are not alone can lift our spirits and give us the courage to face whatever comes our way. Before we dive into today's content, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you enjoy our videos and want to see more exciting content, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. It's the best way to support us and stay updated on all the new meditations and videos we share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for being part of our community, and now, enjoy the video. In addition to personal strength, trusting in God fosters community among believers. When people share their experiences of faith, they encourage one another. This collective trust creates a supportive environment where individuals can feel safe to express their fears and challenges. Together, they can remind each other of God's promises, reinforcing the idea that they can rely on Him through thick and thin. Ultimately, trust in God is a journey. It's not always easy and there may be moments of doubt. However, with each step we take in faith, we deepen our relationship with Him. This trust not only helps us navigate our own lives but also becomes a testament to others of God's faithfulness, inspiring them to seek the same peace and assurance. Envying the wicked can be a tempting trap for many. It's hard not to notice the seeming ease with which some people thrive, especially those who do not act justly. They may appear to have everything going for them: wealth, success, and a carefree life. This can lead to feelings of discontent among those striving to live righteously. It's natural to question why it seems that the unjust prosper while the just struggle. However, it's essential to recognize that this prosperity is often temporary. The success of the wicked can be likened to a fleeting shadow, there one moment and gone the next. Just because someone appears to be thriving doesn't mean they are truly happy or fulfilled. Their lives may be filled with turmoil and emptiness that is hidden from view. Envy blinds us to the reality that many of those who seem to have it all may be missing out on deeper joys and peace that come from living a just life. Moreover, allowing envy to take root can lead to negative consequences. It can poison our hearts and minds, leading us to make unwise choices or act against our values. Instead of focusing on our own blessings and the good we can do, we may become consumed by comparison. This not only affects our mental and emotional well-being but can also harm our relationships with others. The warning against envy is a reminder to shift our focus. Rather than looking at what others have, we should concentrate on our own journey and the unique blessings we possess. Each person has their own path, and comparing ourselves to others only distracts us from fulfilling our purpose. Finding contentment in our own lives regardless of outside circumstances is a more fulfilling approach. In the end, choosing not to envy the wicked frees us to celebrate our victories and the victories of those around us. We can find joy in the success of others who are striving for goodness, knowing that true fulfillment comes from living a life aligned with our values. By letting go of envy, we open ourselves to gratitude and appreciation for the life we have. The assurance that the righteous will inherit the earth is a powerful promise. This idea goes beyond mere material possessions, it encompasses peace, security, and a sense of belonging. For those who strive to live justly, this promise serves as a beacon of hope. It reminds us that despite current challenges, there is a future filled with blessings awaiting those who remain faithful. Inheriting the earth means more than just having land or wealth, it signifies a deep connection to creation and a place within God's plan. For the righteous, there is a profound sense of responsibility to care for the world and those around them. This promise encourages us to invest in our communities, to build relationships, and to contribute positively to society. It's about creating a legacy that reflects our values and the love we have for others. Furthermore, this promise of inheritance is not just for the future, it can also be experienced in the present. Living a righteous life brings a sense of fulfillment and joy that transcends material wealth. The peace that comes from knowing we are acting in accordance with our beliefs is a treasure in itself. This inner peace allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and assurance. Additionally, the promise serves as a reminder of God's faithfulness. It reassures us that our efforts to live rightly are not in vain. When faced with challenges, we can hold on to this promise as a source of strength. It encourages us to keep moving forward, knowing that our commitment to righteousness will ultimately lead to a rewarding inheritance. In essence, the promise of inheritance is a call to live with purpose and integrity. It invites us to be part of something greater than ourselves, to contribute to a legacy that honors our values. As we strive to embody justice and love in our actions, we can look forward to a future where we enjoy the fruits of our labor in harmony with God's creation. The act of blessing others and doing good is a hallmark of a righteous life. When we engage in acts of kindness and generosity, we not only enrich the lives of those around us but also cultivate a spirit of gratitude within ourselves. This practice fosters a sense of community and connection, reminding us that we are all part of a larger tapestry of humanity. Making a conscious effort to do good can take many forms. It might be as simple as lending a listening ear to a friend in need or volunteering time to help those less fortunate. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, contributes to a culture of compassion and support. This ripple effect can inspire others to act kindly as well, creating a chain reaction of goodwill. Moreover, doing good is often its own reward. The joy that comes from helping others cannot be overstated. It brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment that material possessions simply cannot provide. When we focus on lifting others up, we find ourselves uplifted in return. It's a beautiful cycle that reinforces the importance of community and shared humanity. Additionally, engaging in acts of generosity can serve as a testament to our values. It reflects our commitment to living a life of integrity and compassion. In a world that can sometimes seem harsh or uncaring, our actions can shine a light of hope and positivity. We become living examples of the goodness we wish to see in the world, inspiring others to join us in our efforts. Ultimately, blessing others and doing good is about more than just individual actions, it's a lifestyle. It's a choice we make every day to prioritize kindness, compassion, and generosity. As we embody these values, we not only enhance our own lives but also contribute to a more just and loving world. Patience is a virtue often talked about but not always easy to practice. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's tempting to rush into decisions and actions, especially when faced with challenges. However, waiting on the Lord can bring about profound peace. It's like standing in a long line at a theme park. You might feel anxious about the wait, but the ride is often worth it. Similarly, trusting in God's timing can lead to rewards that we might not see immediately. When we exercise patience, we allow ourselves the opportunity to reflect on our circumstances and seek guidance. Impulsive decisions can lead to mistakes that may have long-lasting consequences. In contrast, taking a step back and waiting can help clarify our thoughts and feelings. This pause can reveal solutions and pathways we hadn't noticed before. It's like pausing to read a map before continuing on a journey. It helps to ensure we're headed in the right direction. Moreover, waiting for God can strengthen our faith. It's an exercise in trust, reminding us that we are not in control of everything. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a plant, our patience can cultivate a deeper relationship with God. As we wait, we learn to rely on His promises and timing rather than our own limited understanding. This process can lead to personal growth and spiritual maturity. There are times when waiting can feel particularly challenging, especially when we see others moving ahead or prospering. Yet it's essential to remember that what appears as success might not be rooted in true fulfillment. The journey of waiting for God is often where the most significant transformations occur. It's in this waiting that we can find peace and assurance that God is working behind the scenes. Lastly, patience teaches us resilience. In a world that demands instant gratification, learning to wait on the Lord equips us with strength for future challenges. Each time we choose to pause and trust, we build a foundation of faith that can withstand life's storms. So even when it feels tough, holding on to patience can lead to blessings beyond our imagination. The promise of divine justice is a cornerstone of faith for many believers. It serves as a reminder that although life may seem unfair at times, God has a plan that encompasses justice for all. When we witness wrongdoing, it's easy to feel disheartened or even angry. Yet trusting that God will ultimately bring about justice can provide comfort and reassurance. It's like knowing that even if a game seems rigged, the final outcome will reflect the true skills of the players involved. In many stories throughout history and scripture, we see the theme of divine justice playing out. Those who appear to thrive through deceit and dishonesty often face consequences that are not immediately visible. The idea is that in the end, God sees all actions and knows the heart's intentions. This perspective encourages believers to maintain their integrity, knowing that their efforts will not go unnoticed. Furthermore, the assurance of justice can foster a sense of hope. When faced with trials, it's easy to feel as if the weight of the world is on our shoulders. However, understanding that God is in control and will right the wrongs allows us to carry on with courage. We can focus on doing what is right, confident that God is handling the bigger picture. It's similar to a child knowing that their parent is watching over them. They can play freely, assured that their guardian will step in if necessary. Moreover, divine justice encourages accountability. It serves as a reminder that our actions have consequences both in this life and the next. This understanding can prompt individuals to reflect on their choices and strive for righteousness. It's a call to live authentically, knowing that God's justice is not only a future promise but also a present reality that shapes our lives today. In conclusion, the certainty of divine justice provides a framework for understanding the world. It reassures believers that despite the apparent chaos and unfairness, God's perfect justice will ultimately prevail. By holding on to this truth, we can live with integrity, knowing that our efforts contribute to a greater purpose. It keeps us anchored in faith, reminding us that justice, though sometimes delayed, is always guaranteed. Integrity is often described as doing the right thing even when no one is watching. It's a fundamental principle that guides the lives of many individuals, particularly those who seek to live according to their faith. Integrity fosters trust and respect both in relationships and within communities. When people know they can rely on your word and actions, it creates a sense of security and connection. Living with integrity leads to true happiness. It's not just about avoiding wrongdoing, it's about embracing a lifestyle that reflects one's values. This alignment between beliefs and actions can bring a sense of fulfillment that superficial success cannot match. When we commit to living righteously, we discover a deeper joy that comes from knowing we are making choices that honor ourselves and God. In addition, integrity can have a ripple effect. When someone chooses to act with honesty and fairness, it often inspires others to do the same. This creates an environment where positive values flourish. It's like throwing a pebble into a pond. The ripples can extend far beyond the initial splash, influencing others in ways we may not immediately see. By embodying integrity, we contribute to a culture of trust and respect. Moreover, living with integrity is essential for personal growth. It challenges us to reflect on our values and consistently align our actions with them. This self-examination can lead to powerful transformations, helping us become the best version of ourselves. It's an ongoing journey that requires commitment, but the rewards of a life well lived far outweigh the challenges. Finally, integrity is a pathway to peace. When we live authentically, we free ourselves from the burdens of deceit and pretense. There's a sense of liberation that comes from being true to oneself. This peace allows us to navigate life's challenges with confidence, knowing that we are grounded in our beliefs. In a world filled with uncertainty, integrity remains a steadfast anchor, guiding us toward genuine happiness and fulfillment. God's care for His people is a central theme throughout many teachings. It's comforting to know that regardless of the challenges faced, the just can rely on God's unwavering support. This care is not just a fleeting promise, it's a constant assurance that God is always watching over those who trust in Him. Imagine going through a tough time and realizing that you are not alone. That's the essence of divine care. It's about being held up by something greater than oneself. In times of need, God provides exactly what is necessary for His people. This provision might not always look like what we expect, but it's always sufficient. Sometimes it comes in the form of a friend's support, a timely opportunity, or even a sense of peace that allows one to navigate through difficult waters. The beauty of God's care is that it often appears in the most unexpected ways, reminding us that we should remain open to receiving help in various forms. Moreover, God's care is not limited to material needs. Emotional and spiritual support is equally significant. In moments of despair or uncertainty, many find strength in prayer or scripture, feeling God's presence in their lives. This inner assurance is a testament to the fact that God cares deeply for those who seek Him. It's this spiritual nourishment that helps believers to endure hardships with grace. Furthermore, God's care fosters a sense of community among the just. When people experience God's provision, they often feel compelled to share their blessings with others. This creates a cycle of generosity and support that strengthens bonds within communities. The act of helping one another is a reflection of God's care, a way to mirror His love and compassion in our interactions. Ultimately, understanding the depth of God's care encourages believers to trust Him more fully. Knowing that God is actively involved in their lives leads to a sense of security. This trust can empower individuals to face their fears and challenges, confident that they are never truly alone. The assurance in God's care invites each person to rest, knowing that they are held in His loving arms. The destiny of the wicked is a sobering topic that often evokes strong emotions. It's a reminder of the consequences that come with a life lived in opposition to God's ways. While the current state of the world may suggest that the wicked prosper, ultimately there is a promise of destruction awaiting them. This truth may be unsettling, but it serves as a warning for those who choose to walk a path contrary to righteousness. The imagery of the wicked facing ruin is prevalent in many teachings. It's not just about physical destruction but also a spiritual separation from God. Those who persist in wrongdoing may enjoy temporary gains, but their end is foretold. This serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that actions have consequences and that a life devoid of integrity leads to an inevitable downfall. In contrast, the just are assured of their safety and security. The contrast between the destinies of the just and the wicked underscores the importance of making wise choices. When one chooses to live righteously, they align themselves with God's purposes and in turn secure a future filled with hope. This dichotomy can inspire individuals to reflect on their lives and the paths they are choosing. Moreover, the understanding of the wicked's fate can instill a sense of urgency. For those who care about loved ones who may be straying, it becomes a call to action. Sharing the message of hope and redemption can be a way to guide others toward a more fulfilling life. It's not merely about condemning, it's about extending grace and offering a different destiny, one that is rooted in God's love. Ultimately, the destiny of the wicked serves as a powerful motivator for believers. It reaffirms their commitment to live justly and encourages them to share their faith with others. Knowing that there is a future beyond this life can inspire individuals to hold fast to their values, confident that their choices resonate for eternity. Prayer plays a crucial role in the life of a believer. It's the means through which individuals communicate with God, seeking guidance, comfort, and strength. The act of praying is not merely a routine, it's an intimate conversation with the Creator, allowing for a deep connection that nurtures faith. In moments of uncertainty, turning to prayer can be a source of clarity and reassurance. When one prays, they open themselves up to divine wisdom. It's in these moments of stillness that insights often emerge. Many find that the act of articulating their thoughts and feelings in prayer leads to a greater understanding of their circumstances. This process of reflection can illuminate next steps, making it easier to navigate the complexities of life. Prayer invites a sense of peace that can diffuse anxiety and foster confidence. In addition to personal guidance, prayer also serves as a communal practice. When believers come together to pray, they create a supportive environment that enhances their collective faith. Shared prayers can amplify hope and encourage one another, reminding everyone of God's promises. This sense of community can be particularly powerful during challenging times, helping to lift spirits and reinforce the bonds among individuals. Moreover, prayer is often a catalyst for action. It's not just about seeking answers, it's about being willing to respond to the insights received. Believers are encouraged to act upon what they hear in prayer, which can lead to meaningful changes in their lives. This active engagement with prayer transforms it from a passive exercise to a dynamic part of one's daily journey. Finally, the importance of prayer lies in its ability to foster a deeper relationship with God. The more one prays, the more they become attuned to His presence and guidance. This relationship grows stronger over time, leading to a life marked by faith and trust. For believers, prayer becomes a lifeline, an essential practice that nurtures their spiritual growth and helps them navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience. As we reflect on the powerful words of Psalm 37, remember that trust is the cornerstone of our faith. When life feels overwhelming, it's essential to lean into God's promises, knowing He has a plan for each of us. Have you ever felt lost or uncertain? That's when we must pause and remember that the Lord delights in our way. Let's take a moment to envision what it means to delight yourself in the Lord. How can we cultivate joy in our daily lives even amid challenges? Think about the small blessings that surround you. Each day is an opportunity to find gratitude, to seek His presence, and to bask in His love. As you go about your week, I encourage you to meditate on this psalm. What steps can you take to trust God more deeply? Are there areas in your life where you need to surrender control and let Him guide you? Keep this divine wisdom close to your heart. Share your thoughts in the comments below. How has Psalm 37 inspired you? Let's continue this conversation about faith and inspiration. Remember, every moment is a chance to grow closer to Him. Stay blessed and keep shining your light.